Good afternoon. My name is Kang from AccessoryGeeks.com. If going after JetBlue doesn't kill you inside very slowly, nothing will. Well, here we go. So my topic is on making investments for the betterment of your business. And I have several examples today to show you, like 3 to be exact, for making some changes to your business. So my name is Kang from AccessoryGeeks.com. And a little about AccessoryGeeks.com. We were established in 2003, and I came on board immediately after its inception. And I have been with AccessoryGeeks.com for the last 10 years. We are an online retail store for cell phone accessories, and we're quickly seeing growth in our company, and we're expected to see another profitable year this year. So, making investments for the better of your business. It's a really tough balancing act. I'm no VP from JetBlue, and I'm no VP from Home Depot, but as a mid-sized company, I can definitely relate to probably majority of the people in this room to say that there's a lot of competition out there, especially with Amazon and other competitors, big name competitors that are popping up that are making this industry even tougher and tougher to compete in. So I definitely don't want to see a slow and painful death of e-commerce, and certainly not our business. So constantly making improvements on our company and improving the processes of our company is an extremely big thing for us. And one of the big investments that we made in our warehouse, can we get the video? This is a very short clip of our warehouse and some of the investments that we did make. And there is a machine at the end of this clip that you're going to see that is a packing machine, and actually prints and packs and seals all of our packages, outgoing packages, in one step. After one scan, all of our package information is entered, and there it is, that machine right there, and scan and ship. So this was one of the major investments for our company. And this machine right here cost about about a 2013 Ford Focus. It cost just as much, but it was a major investment that we made and a major change in our warehouse that made extreme changes. It brought our bottom line to a positive. And for the long tail, we're seeing a definite positive on that side. Why did we pick a new machine? Well, to make our warehouse efficient, we wanted to eliminate the multiple steps, and automation was an extreme key factor for us. With this machine purchase, we were able to automate just about everything in the warehouse that was possible. One scan, again, that takes care of all of the information, customer information, emails, credit card processing, that was able to also update our inventory. And reducing human error was one of the biggest factors. And at the same time, we were also able to reduce the training time. We are basically able to pick up anyone from just about anywhere, and you are able to ship within a matter of few minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, you're able to ship in our warehouse. Whenever I do tours of our warehouse, I just tell them, you know what, here's a bunch of orders. Go ahead and pick them. You can experience the entire warehouse system, and you will see what kind of positive that we're seeing from this investment. And not only with this purchase, we were able to reduce costs in our warehouse, but we were also able to open the door to many other opportunities. Because of the improved efficiency, we were able to do multiple drop shipments. We're able to take on other vendors that want to store their merchandise, and we're able to ship it efficiently and quickly from our warehouse. Comparison. We started this project back in 2010, and we decided that by bringing in just one machine, we were able to see immediate positive. So in 2009, 2010, we had about 6 full-time employees in the warehouse. They were able to ship about maybe 1 order per minute, maybe 2 orders per minute if they were really experienced. But that just wasn't good enough for us. And after this machine took into effect, we now only have 2 full-time employees from 6 employees, where we increased the orders per minute to 4.3 orders. And not only that, we're able to ship per person over 1,900 orders a day. And now with the capabilities of our warehouse, We're able to ship more than 5,000 orders, and we can add more warehouse staff as needed. And monthly payroll back in 2009, 2010 was about $8,000, but now we have reduced that number to a little less than $4,000 a month. So it was almost a 50% savings. Investment, again, the machines itself cost about the cost of a Ford Focus. We purchased one machine and then purchased several more. And then monthly savings, as you can see, of over $4,000, but annual savings was whopping $55,000 a year for the last couple of years that we've seen in savings. So it was an incredibly great investment for us. Some of the major hurdles that we went through were the system upgrades. We needed great teamwork from the IT department. Not only it took a year to implement, but it took a lot of man hours, and not only that, a lot of rejection from the warehouse. Changing the way that people think was one of the major hurdles I think that we went through. They feel that, well, with any change, what are they facing after? Or what kind of things are they expecting? Are we expecting layoffs after an efficient process takes into place? Those are some of the scary factors for our warehouse staff members. And another investment example that we made in the last year, in 2012, we launched a program where you can print your photos on a cell phone case. But this particular machine we purchased, and one of the major reasons that we wanted to make this change was that we wanted to be ahead of the competition. We wanted to offer something to our customers that no one else was offering at the time. And by offering a product line that no one else had, well, it kept our customers on our site. Not only kept the customers on our site, but it also opened the door again to more opportunities. So this particular machine that prints your photos on a cell phone case cost about $100,000. It has been a year. I haven't seen a return on the investment, but we think that it's going to do well in the next couple of years. Customers are, again, spending more time on our website, which is very valuable for us. They're able to browse through, play with our software, and that's a very big factor for us. And the third investment that I want to share with you today is our outsourcing. Outsourcing is nothing new, but what we have done in our US office in California is that instead of using our staff members to do the remedial work, such as research or gathering data, we send all of that over to Philippines. And by doing so, we're able to make sure that our team members are actually doing the key work that actually makes a difference in the business. We're able to make sure that our employees are actually doing more thinking work instead of actually sitting there and working on an Excel sheet. So cost reduction from outsourcing has been, we used to have 4 members in our purchasing team, but now we've reduced to 1 purchaser in-house. What we will do is we'll send data over to Philippines and ask them, okay, you need to make these POs, and in the next morning we're returned with a PO that we can immediately submit. So the work itself has been reduced tremendously. And you may be thinking, okay, you used to have 4 purchasers and now you only have 1. Well, we're able to make sure that all of the employees within our California headquarters are paid well, and we're able to keep the employees very satisfied. Instead of having multiple employees, we're reducing down to several key members, and instead they're being paid a lot more. Customer service, again, from 4 CSRs to just 2. All of our emails are done from the Philippines. As soon as we go home, they start answering all of our emails, and the next morning we're start the day with almost 0 emails in the beginning of the day. Sales department, we didn't have a research group before, but now we have a research group that supports the sales department. And accounting also, we've never had an assistant in our accounting department, but now they get all of the data and sends it back to us the next day. Outsourcing as an investment, there were a lot of problems in the beginning because there's all sorts of differences. Communication is one big factor that from from Vietnam and Indonesia, we experienced that communication, English wasn't their best language, but with Philippines, we're able to see that they're much better with the language, and they're culturally more adapt to the English culture, I guess. There's a pros and cons about that because they apparently need 16 days off during a year, but I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know. So invest in your staff. In our mindset, we always need to have a startup mindset. We are giving our employees an improved work environment, and as cost reducing takes place, it's a big scare for a lot of our employees, but at the same time, we're able to keep those key members, and we're able to make sure that they're in a happy place instead of saying, okay, well, there's a lot of work instead of the pay. We're able to pay a lot more by reducing the cost where we were somewhat wasted. These are some of the takeaways that I have prepared. Again, a startup mindset always. We've been in business for 10 years, but we've never lost that, that survival mode. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but I've always had that startup mindset. I've never forget that first day that I received our first customer service call from our 800 number, and I make sure that our CSRs never forget that either. Make impactful decisions that you can measure and you can see the effects on. Evaluate the most time-consuming and money-consuming workflow, and there's always room to make investments in your company. Automation is a big key for us. Automation comes with a lot of work for our IT team, but at the same time, it is the support that we need. At the same time, we will benefit from. Long tail versus short tail investments, there's no investments that's guaranteed, obviously, but there's investments that you can make to make changes. It doesn't have to be $1 million investment that, that returns in a couple of years. For us, it was just a few $1,000s to start, and then the purchases came into play. And another factor is, I always try to be, or we should always try to be ahead of the competition. If your competition is Amazon, obviously it's a tough act to follow, but for us, there are many competitors out there that are selling cell phone accessories, so that's obviously something that we can offer to our customers by making those changes that our competitors are not offering. And another key thing that I always try to remember is that you have to make an investment that opens the door to many other doors. Making an investment that you can take other sales or B2B decisions or B2B developments. And those kind of decisions are what's really affecting our business right now. And instead of just as an e-commerce company selling products, at the same time we're able to work with many different companies to do the fulfillment and to do the drop shipping that also keeps our bottom line healthy, because we're able to use our warehouse space and helps with the overhead. And don't break the bank. We were, at the time that we were investing in our case printing machine, we were thinking that we might need to take out a loan to purchase this machine, but we decided not to, because taking on a loan just meant more liability. So make sure you don't break the bank, make sure you talk to your accountant, make sure you do those analysis before you make those decisions. So that wraps it up for me. My name is Kang. If you have any questions.